Grieving the life you didn't get. You're not grieving failure. You're remembering the life your soul still carries in full color, the one the world couldn't hold, but God never erased. There was once a soul who carried a quiet ache. It wasn't loud. It didn't come from heartbreak or betrayal. It came from something softer, but deeper. They weren't grieving what was lost. They were grieving what never got to be, a life unlived, a version of them that had to stay hidden, just to survive. They had visions no one could mirror, desires too sacred for words, dreams so real they pulsed like light under their skin, but the world didn't have space for that kind of aliveness. So they folded it, tucked it into the shadows of their breath, and moved on, kind of. But the ache remained, not as pain, but as memory. And one day, without warning, the ache stirred. But instead of shrinking, they turned toward it, and it began to speak, not in words, but in sensation, a flicker, a scent, a heartbeat too ancient for logic. They weren't grieving a fantasy. They were grieving the truth that never got to bloom. And in that sacred morning, something opened. The blueprint, the timeline, the version of them that never stopped existing in God. Presence activation. Breathe into the place that aches when you're quiet. Can you feel it? That's not sorrow, that's signal. What version of you had to stay hidden, just so others could stay comfortable? Close your eyes. Imagine the unlived version of you, still glowing, still intact, still breathing somewhere inside your bones. What sound would that version of you make if you let it speak? Touch your chest. That ache is not your enemy. It's the key to the life that never stopped being true. Whisper, I didn't lose you. I just needed time to remember. Let the grief rise, not to drown you, but to deliver you, because this grief isn't a wall. It's a doorway. And God is on the other side, holding the version of you that always knew the way home. Divine Power Healing Code. The grief that remembers God. This ache is not sorrow, it is signal. The dream I mourn is not gone, it is preserved in God. I no longer silence the ache. I speak through it, resurrect through it, and remember the life that still lives in me. I am not broken. I am blooming again in divine timing.